This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So today, I wanted to talk about cars, vehicles that are good for big and tall people, because we have sort of, a mid-size SUV sort of thing. It's a Mitsubishi Outlander.
Sure.
From White Bear Mitsubishi. Woo-hoo. White Bear Mitsubishi in Minnesota.
Nice.
So
shout out.
It's okay. I do have to say a little thing. Okay. They have a mascot. It's a big bear, a big white bear, a polar bear.
Sure.
They have the funniest videos on YouTube. Go Google White Bear Mitsubishi on YouTube. He falls because they're on the ice. And he falls like repeatedly. Like they're trying to hit this line and he falls every time. It's like, it's ridiculously funny.
Nice.
But yes, anyway, so we have that, but I've been in so many cars and it's like, I'm used to like that sort of size vehicle now. And then when I'm getting in a friend's car, you're like trying to climb in and then getting out. I'm like, I gotta have a handle to get my butt up out of this car.
So not every car is made for every body.
No.
Right.
Not my body.
Maybe we could start out by talking about some of the cars that we dislike trying to get into and out of.
Mazda Miata.
Okay.
That's my number one worst.
I have a love-hate relationship with like Jeep Wranglers. I love them. I love the way they look. But
you really do?
Yeah, just trying to get up and get in them. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
And you have to climb, especially, if they're a little bit lifted. My father-in-law has a great one, and anytime I want to get in it, you kind of have to get that running start and then hop up in there. Then you're trying to climb up and get in. And now
you split your shorts open, getting in and out of that.
Yes, so you always wear spandex shorts. It's very important.
We had a Ford Ranger that I would split my shorts a lot getting in and out of. Yeah, I don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah, this must be a normal thing for big guys. It's like
it happens.
Oh, there. Well, okay.
Yeah, and that's like before the advent of stretch fabric. It's like trying to get that leg up there and get in.
Yeah, now I know to hike them up a little bit.
Oh, totally.
I gotta do a little jiggle to move everything around,
right? And
then I can get in.
Yeah, because shorts gravity, it just pulls them down. They just kind of hang there, and if you're not careful, I went out to get some dinner last night, and I had some shorts that were kind of ill-fitting. Like they were a little too big for me, so they just kind of make their way down. You have to be careful because otherwise you're moving around. They're those kind of shorts that if you move too much one way, I mean, you could get them to come off you without having to unbutton or unzip.
We need to get you some better shorts.
Yeah, I know.
Bruce.
I know.
I think that's
probably a sign. It's probably
means.
Time to retire those shorts.
So, what kind of vehicle are you cruising around town in?
So I have a 2006 Honda Accord.
Okay.
And I mean, it fits me perfectly. It's a great size, mid-size sedan, whatever. Let's see. What else have I driven lately? A rental that, Mini, like a Mini Cooper. There was one Mini that I drove like four years ago.
Actual Mini?
Yeah.
Or those Mini XXL?
No, this was
Mini.
An actual Mini. Okay. And it was kind of awkward and uncomfortable, but I mean, it was taller. It was a little taller, it felt like.
Yeah, they seem like they're roomy. I've never actually been in one.
Yeah, I'm curious about some of the Countrymen or some of the others.
Mini?
Yeah.
Who has a Mini? Sorry. Oh, yeah. I've been sitting in the back, so that's not good.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have good friends. Duh. How did I forget about that? Yeah. They have a Mini. There's a Mini pooper.
Yeah.
As we like to call it.
There are some cars that just aren't good for
sitting in the front is fine, but in the back is not. With two other grown men is not good.
What else? Like the Fiero. Does anybody remember the Fiero? It was like it was tiny and it was like a 90s car, and it was there's somebody out there who's listening and going, "Ooh," because
they have one right now.
Yeah, so there's somebody in their
driving
Fiero
it while they're listening to this.
They're basically two-seaters.
They're talking about me.
Yeah, they're basically two-seaters. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, any of those like crazy sports cars.
They're not made for.
No, I'm just like because it's like if the top's down, I can fit.
Yeah.
But then my head is hanging out above the stuff.
Right.
You know. No.
Yeah.
So, but I did. We've been looking at some newish cars. It was one of those electric ones. The Bjorn, what was it?
Leaf.
The Leaf. The Nissan Leaf. It's like new, redesigned. It doesn't look like a weird,
electric car.
Yeah. It looks like a nice car, like a normal car. But I got in and it was great. There was lots of headroom.
That's awesome.
I closed the door. It was fine. I loved it. I was like, yes, I want to get that.
I think my next car will probably be a truck. I've been looking at trucks and just kind of, thinking.
Like a pick 'em up truck?
Yeah, like a crew cab kind of thing where it has the four doors and, room.
Like the full 4 doors?
Yeah. I want to do something like that. I've really been looking at the Honda Ridgeline, which...
how's that on gas mileage?
Really good or fairly good.
What's really good?
29,
29?
Yeah.
I guess for a truck, that's decent.
I mean, I'm really guessing because I don't remember now.
Oh, you don't?
It's been a while.
You don't have it memorized?
No.
So there is a little list here that I found.
Oh.
It's all of like newer cars. There's a 2016 Cadillac CT6. Those are slick.
Interesting.
Cadillacs.
Yeah, Caddies are usually pretty.
Oh, yeah. They got plenty of room.
Roomy.
They got nice rides.
Yeah.
The one that was sort of shocking to me is a 2017 Honda Fit. It says Honda Subcompact Fit kicks off our list of best cars for big and tall people.
That is interesting.
So I'm like, I need to go try and find one of these so I can sit in one. I don't understand how that's going to be, because those are little bitty things. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what I was saying about the Honda Ridgeline. I was wrong.
Okay.
It is
Honda Ridgeline
19 city, 26
no, Bruce,
highway.
No.
I always think about the
You're burning the
highway
planet.
miles.
You're burning the planet right there.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's how it goes.
No.
Yeah.
What other? Subaru Legacy.
Okay.
What did you just get? Forester. I cannot keep the Subarus.
So is the Legacy like what does that look like?
It's what Weston used to have.
The other one?
Yeah. His old one.
The shorter one. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I'm talking to the crew here. I don't know.
The Legacy.
I don't know. Subaru. What?
I guess I could use my phone and
that's
look
all right. No, it's just a mid-sized sedan.
Okay.
It's not like the weird hatchbacky thing.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. That's the only thing.
I couldn't remember.
We're
what those
in
were
land
called.
of Subaru here in Oregon, so there's so many of them I can't keep track of what they are. What else? What other fun cars do you like to?
Well, I mean, even though I talked all that blasphemy about Jeeps, I do like Jeeps.
They're horrible, but I love them.
I know, I do. We all have those kind of relationships.
A love-hate with your car?
Yeah, I really like the Grand Cherokee, actually. Those are sweet. I mean, they have everything in them. That's like
everything.
That's like the car.
They have kitchen sinks in there?
Especially if you're like...
Oh.
Yeah, if you're getting a little older, but you still want to have a Jeep, that's the one.
Legacy.
That's where you go.
That's the Cadillac of the
It is
Jeeps.
the Grand Cherokee. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of all these cars, I think we need to drink and then talk about cars.
We do.
Isn't that what you do?
So yes, our man Jerry,
good friend Jerry in Dallas, has sent us a few beers.
Yep.
This one has got a weird label. It's another one from the
Turning Point.
Turning Point.
Yep.
Anus Tart? What does that say?
Could I see it? Let me see.
Anus Tart?
A new start.
A new start. I'm like, Anus Tart?
Somebody somewhere is making an anus tart.
Well, why do they have to space it weird like that?
Okay,
this time I'm pouring more for myself because you always...
Yeah, last time I may have overindulged.
I'm going to do half.
Please do.
Half a glass. This one is also looking very similar to that other one that we had in the whatever episode that was.
Jerry, I just want to say thank you for sending us beer.
Yes, if anyone else would like to send us beer, we would certainly indulge you.
Oh, yeah. This smells great, too.
Send us a message at Heavy Convo on Twitter, and then we can, or DM us or whatever, and we can give you our address to send some to.
Listen, if you send us beer, it would be pretty surprising.
We might even have a little prize pack for you or something.
Yeah, it would be pretty surprising if you didn't get something back.
So this one is also fruity smelling. Oh, it smells like pineapple juice.
Oh, Jerry, you know how to pick them.
What is this?
When I talked to Jerry and he said that he wanted to send us beer, he had kind of leaned toward the IPAs because he thought that it seemed like we were drinking a lot of those, which is probably true. So, hey, I am a fan.
I'm having and you're
coming around.
A newfound joy with this really juicy, pineapple-y IPA.
So let's see here. So a new start.
Not anus tart, apparently.
Not anus. Not anus tart.
It looks like that.
A new start. Is it DDH triple IPA?
That's what it says.
Okay.
I don't know what is.
DDH is a certain kind of hop. Dallas Dirty
Hops.
Yes.
Yeah, juicy, pineapple-y. It's really pineapple. I think like it.
It's probably my responsibility to let everyone know that the podcast is only going to go downhill from here because this is a 10.5%
Oh, Jesus.
beer. So,
I mean, Buddha or whoever, Alda.
Yep. I'm digging this. This is good. I want to go to Texas and go to Turning Point now.
Yes, we love you, Turning Point. Mm-hmm. So, we've been doing a lot of beers. We do have a little list on our Untapped app.
Yes. So Untapped, if people aren't familiar, it's an app that lets you track the beers that you drink. And if you're fanatics like we are, or
I like
if you
that
just
word fanatic, not those other words.
Or if you just have a really bad memory when it comes to the kinds of beers that you drink.
I always do that. I go somewhere and I'm like, what was that one?
I had
that
this?
one time?
Yeah. It lets you track those things.
I'm going to give this a 5.
It gives you badges. It does all this kind of great stuff that lets you keep track of what you've been drinking.
Yeah, so I made a little list in there. So if you can follow, I don't know how it works, but you can find Heavy Conversation on there somewhere and follow our list, and you could try our beers that we've been drinking.
Yeah. So you've got Heavy Conversation set up, right?
Something.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It's under my name, but then I made a list under my thing.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll send it out.
Yeah, we will put our profiles up there. Definitely want followers there at Untapped.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest kind of like social network. You just drink a beer, you take a picture if you want. You talk about it and you rate it.
Or not, or whatever. Yeah.
Rinse and repeat. I am up to 1,518 beers total.
Gee,
1,159. This month. 1,159 are unique. So, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Been doing it for a while. You can actually see your profile in the app, where it will show you all of those.
I've been really bad about doing this, as everyone knows about me checking in at things. I'm bad. Mine says 19 total, 19 unique.
You got to start somewhere.
Well, here's like 1,000 something.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using the app for years.
I think I just started when I saw it. Yeah, like recently when I saw that you were doing that, I was like, wait, what? I'm going to do that because I have a horrible memory.
It's fun, and I feel good about the number that I've gotten to. But then I see other people who are just like, they must just be drinking constantly.
Or they're like beer aficionados.
I know they have to be because they're at like 10,000 beers, and I'm like,
how those beer tasting things.
Yeah.
Right. We should do that.
We should.
Back to cars. Drinking in cars.
From beer
those
to
together.
Cars. No, don't.
You can talk about them. So, what other vehicles have we had? I've driven Ford Tauruses. Those are good. I don't know if those are even going to be around anymore.
Oh, they still are, and they've made them like high end. Like Ford has made them like.
I thought Ford was getting rid of
Taurus? Is the Taurus the one that I'm thinking of?
I thought Ford was getting rid of all the cars.
The Taurus is the one that they also use as a race car, isn't it?
Fiesta.
The Fiesta?
For real.
Ford Fiesta race cars?
Yeah, they made them like race cars.
Are you serious?
I feel like I should just be on this episode with you guys.
Wow. The Fiesta.
So in other words, we don't know much about cars.
No, we don't. What was your first car?
My first car was a Ford Tempo.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Rusted out Ford Tempo. It was bluish.
Yeah.
With lots of rust. Yeah. And then it was a Ford Taurus. I had a couple of those. What was it after that? I had something. Oh, I had like a GMC Sonoma. It's like one of the smaller trucks.
Right.
Yeah. What else did I have? I had some other little car that I can't think of what it was. A Toyota Camry. I had one of those for a little bit.
Okay.
A little sunroof.
Yeah.
Well, nothing too flashy.
Sure.
And now we have this amazing Mitsubishi Outlander thing.
Nice.
It's fun.
The
second one. Oh,
Second?
That's a story. So we got a brand new car. We were going to be going on a big trip, cross-country trip for Bearskin to go to a show in L.A. or Palm Springs and then go to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So we went drove from Minneapolis to basically L.A., and then we're on our way to Dallas, and in Arizona, we're in construction and got rear-ended. We're stopped in traffic or in construction, got rear-ended by this guy, totally smashed in the back end of our car, whatever. The funny thing, the camera still worked, but you could see the inside of the car somewhere, which was weird, but it still worked.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it was still drivable. Everyone was okay. Our little dog Bucket was a little scared. I think he peed himself a little bit, but so we drove that all the way to Dallas, and then all the way back to Minneapolis from Dallas.
Ooh.
We get back, and it's totaled, like because of the damages or a certain percentage
so
of the
totaled out,
value or whatever, blah blah blah. So we got the exact same thing again, exact same color, exact same thing. Because I'm like, we only had it for like a month. Yeah.
Wow.
A month in, and it got totaled.
At least you're able to get a second one. That's
Driving
good.
through Kansas with tornadoes.
Yeah. Oh, in Dallas, the window did bust. It like exploded as we're going down a road somewhere. Right. Which was,
back window.
So we didn't have a back window. So it was like,
who needs a back window? Really?
Who needs a back window when you're
there.
going 65 or whatever the speed limit is?
Right.
So yeah, we got it taped up by another Mitsubishi dealership somewhere in Dallas.
Yeah.
They taped it up, plastic, with duct tape. So that was a very loud drive back from Dallas to Minneapolis. But it was fun.
My first car was a Dodge Aspen. I had a 1976 Dodge Aspen, and it was like the most nondescript, boring vehicle that you could ever.
Is that a car?
Imagine. It is a car. It is a car. Was a car.
Was.
And it was just something happened to it, and I had it for a month or two, and then whatever happened to it was nothing. I didn't do anything.
No, of course not.
No. And then I got what I consider to be my. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
That's right there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. It was the most boring color of tan.
What
the
year
most
was
boring
it?
shade of tan, 1976.
I was like, that's a 70s car.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah. So I had
You
that.
were a pimp,
I had that for a couple months, and something happened. I don't remember what happened specifically, but then my dad was like, "Okay, it's time to get you a new car." And I was
have to read this. There's an ad. It says, "Get that great big car feeling in Dodge Aspen 1979."
So from there, I ended up getting a 1977 Impala.
Ooh.
And it now you're thinking, oh yeah, no, it was the year after. Oh yeah, it was the year where everything kind of, it was like,
went to,
but I loved it, and I had that car all the way through high school, like through thick and thin. I remember I lived in Missouri. Summers are super hot.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend who put shaving cream all over my car or something, and like put it on the trunk.
That's always nice, yeah.
And she drew like a big old
male genitalia.
A wang. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I wasn't sure what that.
The heat burnt it
burned
into
it. Yeah.
the
That's
paint.
always there.
So I went through a whole summer just kind of with it like that. Then I ended up getting the car painted, I think. It's hard to remember.
Yeah, especially with the 10% alcohol in this beer.
Yeah.
Jerry.
I'm trying to think of other big cars I had. I had an 85 Chevy Suburban.
Oh, those are big. Those are good big people cars.
It was like a building on wheels. That thing was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our neighbors, when I was younger, would pull us around the field on a toboggan with pulling us in their Suburban through the field of snow.
Yeah.
Instead of like a
They're
a horse
great. It was
drawn
just
sleigh or something.
so big.
They were drawn around by a big old Suburban.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Neighbors.
I think I had a Chevy Scottsdale.
What you were naming? You're just making things up.
I am.
There were cars. I've looked all of them.
It's a green truck, like I think it was a 76 or something like that.
Scots.
I
was thinking Clydesdale.
What else did I have? I had a Dodge Charger for a little while.
That's a fun one. Oh yeah. Oh, yep. Hey, I think I might have had something similar to that.
Like all green.
I think. Oh wait, no. My uncle had one like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was exactly like that, but it was powered by propane.
Really?
It had a big propane tank in the back, like where the. Yeah.
Nice. No, mine was.
I don't know where the heck he got that.
Wow.
I drove that for a little while. That was fun.
Yeah.
And you just went up to the big propane thing and hooked it up to that to fill it up. It was super cheap.
I also had a Saturn SL2 for a while.
You remember the exact
it was a 95.
I had really boring cars.
And it was a fairly compact car, but it wasn't too horrible to get in and out of. It was good for road trips. It was actually a decent car, good gas mileage and everything.
Mm-hmm. 19 miles to the gallon.
I feel like
good gas
yeah,
mileage.
right. 7 miles to the gallon. No, you know what? That reminds me, I did have an unholy, I had a Jeep. I had an 86 Jeep Cherokee, and it was white, and it had like a 1/2-inch lift on it. And the lift must have been put in the 80s, and I got it in the early aughts. So when I got it, the Jeep was not in good shape, and I was like, I want a car that I can fix up. So I got this Jeep, and I immediately took it to get tires put on it, and they put tires on it.
Wait, I thought you got it so you could fix it up.
My idea of fixing it up was getting someone else to put tires on it.
Oh, okay.
So I got the tires on it and paid at a place that I won't name, a large national chain that does tires, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
They put the tires on it, and I took off, got on the highway, driving along, and I hear, then I look out my driver's side window, and
did you see your tire going down?
I saw my tire right next to me. And my tire went into the middle of the street. Oh, yeah, the Saturn SL2, 38 miles per gallon. That's much better. And the tire on the Jeep went across the median, the island, whatever, into oncoming traffic, and I just watched people just like part as this tire went right down the middle of the highway, and it flew off the side, and there was a lake there at the bottom, and I thought for sure it was gone, and it just like sheared the whole thing off. They forgot to actually tighten the
lug nuts,
all the way. So
that seems like a
But this Jeep was just like, it was a nightmare. This thing was old and messed up, and I would drive it, and it was loud and horrible. And when I finally bought the Accord, I had to trade this thing in, and it was running so badly that when I was driving, it would be okay. But if I stopped, then smoke would come in through the ventilation. And the windows didn't work because there were power windows that had died.
So that's how the Ford Ranger was when we got rid of it. Yeah, there was a lot of those.
Yeah. So every time I would stop, it would the smoke would come in. It would be coming out the front. So I had to drive it to the car dealership because I had made a deal with them, and I was like, I got a car I want to trade in. Can I get like $500,000? They're like, we'll do $500,000. Like, it's not in great shape. They're like, fine, whatever. I drive it in, and I mean, it's smoking, and I'm driving slow, and I get in there, and I stop, and I'm going to get out, and the guy's like, no, take it way back there to the back parking lot where there's nothing else around.
So no one can see.
So I took it, and I stopped it there, and I mean, it was done. It was done. And all of these used car dealers are like walking out because what else do they have to do?
Right.
And they're it's like a gaggle of dealers. And they're all together just watching this thing, just waiting for it to explode. And
they gave you $500 for it?
They gave me $500. They gave me $500 for it. It was a good deal.
It's worth that much in parts, I think.
Yeah.
At least.
I loved that Jeep. Is there anything else on the list that we need to get through?
I don't think so.
No?
This 10% beer made me just want to talk about our own things.
Yeah. That's more
entertaining.
You really have to try a car. I think, you can look at lists and you can hear what other people say, but to find the car that's right for you, you have to get in it.
You have to get in it and got to get a feel for the
Right.
the mojo of the car.
Yes.
Do you blend with it well?
Absolutely. And you know once you get into something. And that's really important. You got to have a car that you enjoy driving, especially if you're going to spend a lot of time in it.
Yes. Any amount of time.
There we go.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us today for this fun car episode and this amazing beer from our great friend Jerry in Dallas.
Send us beer, please.
Send us more beer.
Yeah, if you whether you have recommendations, whether you have a beer that you want to send in, we're always looking for things. Like we said before, we're up here in Portland, Oregon, so we're in the Pacific Northwest, and we have certain things. But maybe you're in Alabama, maybe you're in Massachusetts, maybe you're somewhere where you have a beer that we probably don't have. We're always down for something new. It makes it fun. It's good to talk about.
Yes.
It's a big thing here at Heavy Conversations.
Yes. Hit us up at Heavy Convo on Twitter, Heavy Conversation Podcast on Instagram.
Yep.
And message us and let us know what your favorite beers are, what your favorite cars are, what your least favorite cars are. We like those too.
Yep.
Post some pictures of you trying to get in those cars, maybe.
Trying to get out.
Trying to get out of the Miatas. Those are always fun pictures.
And if you know what a Fiero is, in fact, if you're driving a Fiero right now and you can take a picture of that and show us, then
when you stop, not while you're driving.
Yeah, no driving selfies. But if you can show us your Fiero, I might just have a Chubster gift pack to send you for that, because I really want to see a fat guy in a Fiero.
I gotta go find one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
Podcasts.